I, Brett, take you, Lydia+Brett,
take you, Lydia+Brett,
to be my wife.
to be my wife.
I promise to be true to you,
I promise to be true to you,
in good times and in bad,
in good times and in bad,
in sickness and in health.
in sickness and in health.
I will love
I will love you
you and honor you all the days of my life.
and honor you all the days of my life.
I, Lydia+Brett, take you, Brett, to be my husband. I promise to be true to you, in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I will love you and honor you all the days of my life. Mr. and Mrs. Brett.
I've told this story to Lydia before, never told anybody else. After the first night we met, we were hanging out and I thought, oh my gosh, this girl is probably the most amazing woman I've ever met in my life. I went home, crossed my fingers, crossed my toes, prayed to God, just give me a chance. Let me go on one date with her, that's all I ask. I got it. And now we're here. So, I'm kind of a sappy person. Lydia figured that
out. Good evening, everyone. How are we doing tonight? Yes. Can we give it up for the bride and the groom? Big round of applause. Lydia is looking very good tonight. Brett is looking okay. He's looking okay. Hey, my name is Brett. I am Brett's cousin. Very fortunate to be a part of the bridal party. I was asked to just speak real quickly, so I'm going to make it really, really short. I first just want to say, Brett and Lydia, thank you so much for having me in the wedding, for just both families for hosting an absolutely beautiful evening. Can we give it up for them just one time? Yeah, this is pretty amazing. Lydia, thank you for coming into our family. You can already tell the change she's made in Brett's life. About in February, Brett sent us this like 3-page text, and the first response was, that was Lydia. So we knew that Brett didn't type that up. He's not that detailed, but she's been absolutely incredible, and we're so happy to have her in our family now. And then, you know, Lydia, just for what you're getting with Brett, obviously you've known him for 2 years. I've got to know him my whole life, and their family is my family. So, I mean, you're getting one of the best guys I know, who's coming from 2 of the best parents I know. Uncle Gary and Aunt Denise have just, yeah. And obviously I can tell your parents have done an incredible job raising you. I just don't know them as well. But I just love the 2 families coming together. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this night. And let's celebrate, drink a few, and have fun. Thanks.
Well, Brett, I'm honored to be your best man. You're seriously the nicest guy, most stand-up guy that I know, and I can't think of anyone else that deserves this day more than you. And for those that don't know, Brett and I met in our freshman year of high school and pretty quickly became best friends. And even though on paper we have a lot of differences, but through the years your family became like a second family to me, and I will always think of you like a brother. But we had a lot of heart-to-hearts and late-night talks through the years, and I remember quite a few where you just talked to me about like what you are looking for in like life and a career and everything, and you were always so clear-headed, like you knew exactly what you wanted, and that also meant like what you wanted in a wife. And it wasn't long after you began dating Lydia that I could tell by just the way that you acted around her and talked about her that this was the woman that you'd imagined and been waiting for. But I'm just so happy that you 2 found each other, and really excited for you to start this journey together. Here's to a happy marriage full of love and adventure for Brett and Lydia.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Rachel, Lydia's oldest sister, and her other older sister, Maggie, and I are going to be kind of co-speaking, but we thought that I would start tonight. Maggie's going to talk a little bit about Brett here in a minute, but I wanted to tell a little story about Lydia. It's not embarrassing, don't worry. As a parent, you always remember when your kids are born, but not all siblings have the opportunity to remember when your siblings are born. I was 6 when Lydia was born, and I thought I would just reminisce for her. I think she'll appreciate this story more than anybody. I remember we all went down to my grandma Mama's house the night my parents went to the hospital, and I was big enough to know kind of what was going on. And I remember, I'll never forget it, that I heard my grandma on the phone about maybe 5 a.m. or something, and I got out of bed and I ran in there, and she hung up her rotary phone on the wall, and she was just so excited and said, "You have a new baby sister." And I started jumping up and down, and I think I went in and woke up Maggie. And I'll never ever forget that, because 1, it was my grandma who told us, and 2, because it was the only time I remember one of my siblings being born. And that is imprinted in my memory, just like tonight will be, and a lot of memories that we've had over the years with our little baby sister. And so tonight, everybody, I just hope you take a mental image, whatever this evening means for you. For me, it means my little sister finding happiness with an amazing, amazing guy. and who deserve one another. And so I'm going to pass it over to Maggie, and she'll have you raise a glass after her story, but congratulations to you both.
The first time we met Brett, and I think it was maybe the first time the whole family met Brett, but I know it was the first time Joseph and I think our siblings met Brett. We were down at Mom and Dad's house, and some people who were just barely acquaintances had kind of showed up at Mom and Dad's house, and they're the most talkative, lingery type people in the world, and nobody here at the wedding, but bless him, we love him to death. But Brett, I mean, he had just shown up to Mom and Dad's house to meet Lydia's family, and these two people were the conversation. Brett's sitting there very politely, and we all kind of are waiting for them to leave, and after, I think we all just kind of looked around like, okay, let's meet Brett now, because it was just so distracting. And Brett, we all kind of looked at Brett like, sorry, you know, and he the only thing he could say was just smile and just say, they were really nice, you know. And so and ever since then, he rarely ever says anything negative. After helping and doing most of all of this work, he is never negative. He's around the McGriff family a lot. Always has a smile on his face, and we love him for it. We know that he is the one for Lydia. I mean, look at them. They look like they go together, so a handsome couple. But being a new mom, I've not only gotten really emotional, but I've been thinking about the different kinds of love lately, and emotions, yeah. The love that sisters have for their baby sister is a really special kind of love, and Rachel and I are both very proud of Lydia, and hopefully I won't snort again. I cry when I go to Walmart now, so. We hope, Brett, that we can be big sisters to you too. We'll always be there for you, Joseph and Jake and both of us, and we love you as younger but equal brothers and sisters. And Lydia probably thought that there was way too many times we were giving her more motherly love than sisterly love, but we promise to be there for you always, and we're so happy for you that you're joining our family, Brett, and we know that you'll take care of our baby sister, and we love you very much. So if everybody will raise your glasses. Here is to Brett joining the McGriff family, to another McGriff wedding with the Deekoffs now. More of a Deekoff wedding now. We love you guys.
Hello everyone. So my name is Emma. I live up the road, and I've known Lydia since I think we were about 2, correct? So I have done a lot of things with the McGriff girls and McGriff family. Lydia and I have done a lot of fun things, a lot of stupid things, like breaking her wrist in our basement. That was always one of my favorite memories, but I've only known Brett for about 2 times now. And I knew that Lydia and Brett were meant to be together when we were sitting around our fire after her bridal shower, and Brett wanted to, he looked at her and he goes, do we really have to go to 8 o'clock mass? And Lydia said, yes, we do. We're going. And he just said, okay. And if you guys know the McGriff family, you know that that is a big thing. 8 o'clock mass on Sunday, every Sunday. So I looked at Brett, and that's just when I knew that he was meant to be a part of this family, and he's gonna take care of her, and I couldn't be happier. I love you, Lyd. So cheers to Lydia, and cheers to Brett and the new life that they're going to have with each other.